And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway.
First pitch, 107.
Now a bunt attempt here. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Batting second, the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Check on first by Sale, and a dive, but he's back. Anthony Santander, the next to bat, standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. Here's the 0-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
1 and 2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2 and 2. Mullins aboard here at first with nobody out. Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3 and 2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And now in advance of a big 3 and 2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Hit to short. Bogarts has it. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today, and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, and that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Two balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Ryan Mountcastle would be next. Right 3 called, and the inning is over. Orioles held in check there. O's 0. Sox coming to the plate. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. So here is Xander Bogaerts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
From the stretch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. The 1-0.
Nope. That's
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
That's a hit, their first of the new season.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute, that fires me up right there.
Alex Verdugo is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Nobody out, runner on first. Just hung in there on that one. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
And that's through for a hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez as he rips it on the ground to second. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to watch Xander Bogaerts do his thing. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
2 balls and a strike now. Here's the 2-1. That's down into left center for a base hit. And this one will bounce into the wall. And the run will score as the Sox are off to a 1-0 lead. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. So now to the plate, Christian Vasquez. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. This one's down to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors. And 1 man left on. On to the second inning now from Fenway Park. The Red Sox lead it 2-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Renfroe has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
That's it. The left fielder, Austin.
Next, here is Austin Hayes. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1.
Sale has pitched his way to over 1,600 innings of work at the big league level, and in that time he's allowed just barely over a base runner per inning, which of course is very good.
2-0.
The 2-0.
Ball 3.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
At the plate now is number 75. The first shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Hayes stands at first with 1 out. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Runner at first with 2 gone, and that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. From the stretch.
That's out. That's a ball.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts, and he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. 2 out with a man at first. Franco ahead with a 3-1 count now. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Full count still. And another foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. Line to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
Into the box now, Ramon Urias, as Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat. Here at strike 1, and he's got an opportunity to drive in a pair, perhaps even it up here in the early going. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by. So now to the plate, Hunter Renfroe. Set to lead off the home half of the second. Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Hit in the air to center field. Mullins is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting in, the first baseman.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's focus on third baseman Michael Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up fire.
Base is empty, 2 away. And that means the plug-and-play utility man, Kike Hernandez, will bat next.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout this season.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. Red Sox go down 1-2. And now, Pedro Severino. And he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch home. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
First pitch on its way. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. The second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Now batting.
So next to hit is Anthony Santander, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Might be just what the doctor ordered. His percentages and average much better against left-handed pitching. To me, he's a much more comfortable hitter hitting from the right side.
The 1-0 home is taken for a strike right down the middle.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
1-2 now. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with 1 away. So here's Trey Mancini. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, and they froze him on a good changeup. Tough one. If you got good arm action, and this pitcher certainly does have good arm action out there, tough to decipher between the fastball and changeup. He's got to be willing to stay back and take the ball the other way.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles' first baseman.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ryan Mountcastle will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Next to hit is Austin Hayes, trying here to plate the tying run from second. First offering, too high, 1-0. Mullins, the runner at third. Santander over at second. Mancini at first, 2 out in the inning. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Ready with the 1-1.
Ball in.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Two and 1, here it is.
Down at 3-1.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts, you can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Ready with the 3-1.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away. Back
up the middle and in for a base hit. 1 run scores. And the second run is in to score as they bounce back to tie it at 2.
You know, D-Row, even though we're early in this one, being down by 2, that's a huge base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, this offense won't quit, Dan. They're going to give their pitcher every chance. They were able to fight back and get it back to even. We got a new ball game on our hands.
Into the box, number 75, down the third baseline. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. He's set. The 0-1.
Look out, 21.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
The set and the 1-1. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
3-1 to him now. 3-1, here it is. And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
At the plate now, Michael Franco. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The 0-1 offering.
Oh, that's out. That's a ball.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
The set and the 2-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
Swing hard liner to left center. And this will get over his outstretched glove. A great effort there, but it's a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's 4-2.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Row, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
In now, Ramon Urias. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll move back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0.
Aye. Two balls, 1 strike.
Lifted in the air to center field. Center fielder on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder.
One out, bases empty. And that brings up the outfielder, Alex Verdugo.
Off the plate, ball one.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Third inning here. Already 4-2 our score. And Verdugo goes in front. 2 balls and no strikes.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up. But that was a nice job of laying off.
That ball's foul.
Line to the right side. And this will get through into right. And he's aboard with a single.
Boy, there's another base hit. And this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate. A lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Line drive to left. Hayes is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out. Now at the plate, here is Rafael Devers. He doubled his last time up. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox. They trail it here 4-2. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Wackney with a report. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Ready now for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And a high strike there, 0-1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it missed 1-2.
Miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
In for strike 2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. At the plate, Christian Vasquez. He swings and grounds it to short. There's 1. On to first, and it's a double play. The 2nd they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now. So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in the outfielder, Hunter Renfroe. Good pitch to hit, a sinker down the chute, but it's taken for a strike. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there, Dan. Was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Well, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
A ball and a strike now. 1-1.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter
will have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Red Sox leave 1. Still down by a count of 4-2. In now for the O's, Trey Mancini. He'll start off the 5th in this one. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. A Ball and 2 strikes now. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Renfroe moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The batter, number 6.
That'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Out in front of it, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
0-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
2-1 the count. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Count still full, 3-2.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
And he misses again, ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
Now batting, left fielder, Austin.
Next up, Austin Hayes, singled in his last at-bat. Check on first by Sale. Runner back safely. He's set, now the pitch. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. And there's ball 1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Mountcastle, base runner at first with 1 out. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
We got a full count. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Count remains full. Full count still. The 3-2 one more time. And he misses again, as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
Now batting, number 75.
Now the Red Sox skipper is up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. So the next to bat will be Michael Franco. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. And Martinez will make the catch to retire the side. Leading off the inning, it'll be Kike Hernandez. They'll look to spark the offense and even things up. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now here's the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Center fielder going back off the light tower, and it's gone.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
0-2, here it is. No outs, nobody on. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop. And he got him. So bases are empty with 1 out now. That brings up the outfielder, Alex Verdugo. Goes the other way as this is line to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Nice adjustment by the batter right there. You cannot fault the pitcher for going to that well again. First one he swings and misses through. And this one, the batter's able to execute and drive it for a base hit.
J.D. Martinez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? So here's the cleanup hitter, Rafael Devers. Base knock to the outfield. They score the tying run from second. No balls and 1 strike. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
3-2 the count for Rafael Devers.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Verdugo stands at second with 2 gone. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 3-10 sign on the monster. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
The designated hitter.
To the plate now, Danny Santana. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And not in time as the run scores.